Are you looking for a great place to spend Christmas in Texas? Well, look no further than Wichita Falls, Texas. Today, I'm going to share with you why this special little corner of North Texas is the happiest place in Texas to have Christmas. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Your Wichita Falls. I'm Debbie Dobbins, an elf and a real estate entrepreneur here in Wichita Falls, Texas. And on this channel, we talk about how to live your best life in Wichita Falls, Texas. So if you want to know more about all things Wichita Falls, please subscribe to our channel right now, ring that little bell, and you will get updates all the time. Now, it is Christmas in the falls. Oh my goodness, I love Christmas. And I know, you're saying, there are so many other places in Texas to find things to do for Christmas. There's Austin, there's Houston, there's San Antonio. Oh my goodness, there are lots and lots of places. And oh, by the way, we're big. Texas used to be a country. But I'm partial to our little corner of North Texas, Wichita Falls, and boy, do we have some great fun things to do. So let's start off. First, the MSU Fantasy of Lights is an absolute crowd favorite for decades. The MSU Burns Fantasy of Lights is one of the largest holiday displays of its kind, and its whole purpose is to provide a festive atmosphere on the Midwestern State University campus. And those kids get to see that every day. It's also an outreach to the community, and it's a focal point for holiday activities in North Texas. So people come from all around, not just Wichita Falls, to look at the Fantasy of Lights. It's filled with themes of characters from well-known children's stories, which is really fun. If you have not been, you get to go see children's stories, fairy tales, holiday icons. There is a tram, which we're going to talk about in a second, that if you've never been out there, put that on your holiday list. Because what you can do is come by and get on the Polar Express. That's what it's called, the Polar Express. And aboard that Polar Express, you take a tour of this beautiful country club area. The Polar Express leaves from the MSU parking lot. It's really fun. It's actually started now. It goes through December 25th and it runs nightly, so you can check out the schedules, and I think it's less than a cup of coffee. The other thing that we have every single year is this amazing theater. We have the Wichita Theater and we have the Backdoor Theater. The Wichita Theater always has some amazing performance during Christmas. They have performances all year long, but they have performances at Christmas. Last year, it was White Christmas, which was really fun. And this year, it's an Elvis kind of Christmas. Every year, it's something fabulous. And they don't just stop at that performance. They have, leading up to the actual performances, what they call Santa's North Pole Adventure, which is an adventure traveling to the North Pole. It's fun for kids and grown-ups, and the experience is like being at the North Pole. Please go out and support our local theaters. Another annual event is the Electric Critters at Riverbend Nature Center. With the flip of a switch, more than 60,000 lights on more than 195 lighted displays glitter and sparkle, bringing the sights and sounds of this season to our kids and the adults. This is a fundraiser for our beloved Riverbend Nature Center, but you wouldn't know it because it's super exciting and really, really amazing. It's a great place for our kids to learn about nature on a regular basis. And if you've never been over to the Nature Center, period, it's a great place to take the kids. During this holiday season, there's all kinds of critters that light up, and the kids get to ooh and ah over that. And they also get to learn about all the critters. So what a great, exciting place to go. So bring a sweater and bring a blanket and join us for some hot cider and hot cocoa. Now, we cannot forget Santa at the Kell House. The Kell House Museum has an annual Santa experience with elves and cookie decorating and Mrs. Claus, and you can even make an ornament to take home. It is so fun and so fabulous, and you also get to experience the Kell House, the museum, which has got all kinds of history, and if you haven't been over there, that is something you have to do on a regular basis. It costs, once again, less than a cup of coffee, and the kids and the grown-ups leave with a huge smile on their face. I've had the experience of volunteering as an elf, and there's my ringing bells. And there's nothing more satisfying than seeing these kids' eyes light up. I have to tell you, if you haven't volunteered as an elf at the Cal House, I recommend it. And then one of our most beloved sites are the Morningside Luminaries. For the past 3 decades, Wichitans and visitors have been able to see these luminaries from dusk until the candles go out each night. This is an amazing historic neighborhood just all the time, let alone during the holidays. And I invite you to check out my video, Historic Neighborhoods of Wichita Falls, because there's a lot of history that we have here. Some of the homes in this neighborhood in Morningside date back as far as 1919, and the neighborhood is listed on the National Registry of Historic Places. We have some history here. Visitors drive along 9th Street and the streets around Morningside Park, and they stop to see more than 1,500 lanterns glowing. Some of these homes are lined with Christmas lights and decorations, and it's just beautiful. So if you want to have a very Merry Christmas, there are so many things to do in Wichita Falls. There are so many things that I can't possibly list every event, but you can get a list of all the events and get updated weekly on the events that we have here in Wichita Falls by subscribing below to our events list that will come out to you weekly. Stay tuned. We do videos weekly about all things Wichita Falls. I would love it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you could be updated with all things Wichita Falls. For now, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you and yours. And remember, y'all come back now. You hear?